This is my expectations for LSU this year. I think personally that their floor is 9-3, and I'm going to restand on this point. I made this point with Carter. I should back up the Brinks truck. If I had one, I would. I think that a lot of people expect them to go 10-2. This is also analysis. This is projections. And their ceiling is 11-1, SC title game, college football playoff potential. I think that if LSU wins 9 games, they make the playoff. No question. If you ask the question if Lane is under more pressure than any college football coach, absolutely. Steve Sarkisian should be under more pressure than Lane. That's my opinion, because he spent so much money. He's I would say wasted so much booster money to not bring a national title out of it. And we're moaning and complaining and crying and boo-hooing and whatever. But LSU, Texas A&M all spent a lot of money. Texas A&M made the playoffs. Suck. Oklahoma, didn't they make the playoffs? I think they did. They lost. Texas didn't make the playoffs. Now, should they have? For sure. For sure, they should have made the playoffs. There's no question they should have made the playoffs. But they didn't. And when it came to bowl game time, what did they do? But it's just like, bro, what are we doing? Jordan Rodgers, what are we doing? Stephen A., what are we doing? Paul Finebaum, good God, man.
What are the expectations you have for Kiffin year 1 at LSU?
CFP. It's really simple. And if
he
fails to do that, the hue and cry will be loud and vociferous. But that is the expectation, because not only the money paid to him, the money paid to the players. I mean, nobody did better in the portal. He's got players across the board, and it's incumbent to get there. Now, if he doesn't, as much as I would like to say Lane Kiffin ought to be fired, he's not going to be, and it's not even going to be close. I say that jokingly because Kiffin has so much goodwill right now that even a subpar season is not going to change the optimism for the future.
I mean, at least 10 wins. I think if they get 10 wins, they'll probably make it to the CFP. But the schedule does not set up great for them whatsoever. Have to face Clemson, Ole Miss, and A&M just in September alone. So this Kiffin offense, it's easy to learn, right? But there's a lot of stuff going on. They have a brand new team. Offensively, new offensive line, all this stuff. And all these guys that went from their other schools to LSU, they have to learn a new system. Yeah. And when you get there in June, August, whatever, and you're having to learn a new system, the defense for me is going to have to carry them. But it ultimately comes down to how Sam Leavitt gets the offense of Lane Kiffin. Can they spread the ball around? Can he play fast early in the year? Because 2 CFP opponents from last year in the month of September, it doesn't get any easier, right? LSU has a ton of talent, right? And there's a lot of new faces in new places.
Not a word said about the money Texas spent, or Aggies. It's an agenda against LSU. That's the bottom line. Thank you. And Witt and Lane have said LSU is going back to physicality that teams feared playing. And that point right there is the reason why you don't bring Sam Leavitt, and you bring Whit Weeks, TJ Daugherty, and Trey-Dez. You have 2 team captains from the previous season, and then you bring TJ, who is a captain on your team and the leader of your defense, other than obviously Perkins. There's a lot of players he could have brought. He could have brought the players that made the most money. He could have let their egos get in the way and drive that as his reason, but he didn't. That's what makes us different. That's why LSU is just different. That's why Jordan Seaton has changed his body. Sam Leavitt is grinding in the locker room and in the weight room, doing more than anybody. It's bigger than football. It's about bringing greatness back to this great state and this great university. It's time to let the mediocrity that has come with LSU football go. Brian Kelly brought that shit. We're not here for it anymore, and it's time for us to move on. What LSU football has been for the last 5 years is dead. And now it's time to push towards the future. I can't wait for what Lane Kiffin and them do. I can't wait to see the answers that he brings to the stupid questions that these people are going to ask him on Thursday. And I hope that y'all are waiting on the same. I'm tired. And I'm ready for college football to get started so we can kick Clemson's teeth in, whoop Ole Miss's ass, and walk and deal with Texas A&M and Death Valley week 4 of the season. I'm ready. And I hope y'all are the same.